Yo, how's it going, everyone? Uh, I hope I hope we're all doing well. I am not gonna be very energetic today, and I'm not doing commentaries because, as you can see, I'm uh, very badly going through it. Uh, I wish, but I caught something real bad after New Year's, and now I was recovering. So I am very sick, but I hope everyone's been doing well. Otherwise, because good start of the year, right, Koji? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, for today, we have first bracket of 2025. I hope you had a good days. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. New Year's was sick. I was with the Danes. It was a lot of fun. I had a blast. But I'm paying the price now. I'll do the classic. I'll show you guys the seating. Let me pull it up. I forgot to put it. Yeah, I'm hoping I get better soon because like today was the first day I actually managed to get out of bed because I was like legit bedridden. Like I could not like get out of bed, and uh, like I just got up for today. And I was like, okay, I need to get better for Salty at least. I'm not gonna be commenting at least because like thank God QK came to clutch it out for me. I asked like last second yesterday, and she said like yeah I can come, so at least I'm chilling. I don't have to worry about uh yeah. So I hope they're doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. It is what it is. But we're here. But for me, I'll I made my tea. I prepared myself some nice tea. I made some food, some nice soup. So while it starts, I'm gonna be drinking tea. I'm gonna be enjoying my soup while you guys go ham. So for me, it's gonna be nice. But yeah, as you can see, classic. This is the seating for today. We have some nice, pets showing up. I'm really excited. Pet again always showing up randomly because of time. Minimalism also, I'm super excited. We're gonna have some Slayer action. Shadow Freak also after a while. Akiuta also coming back after a few weeks. Shiny, which we don't also see often, so gonna be really nice. I'm really excited for the bracket today, and I hope everyone's been doing well. I hope you guys also had nice New Year's and been having a blast. But also, you know, what guys we're here for. Claim some codes. I want to get energetic, but I just can't because I know I'm gonna start coughing. So I'm gonna be very mild for the last 2 minutes until I hand you guys over. Uh, but claim some codes. Support the gamers. We have the first bracket of this year, so give them some love. Press those buttons. Claim the code. I'll put the link again in the chat for you guys. And yeah, we already had $3, so that means that we have $8 in the prize pool. So nice start. Like, how many codes did we claim? We just started. It's like yeah, 12 codes. That's really nice. So let's keep it up. Keep it running as we go. And yeah, I'm gonna do classic. Double check if anyone signed up. 15 players still, so it's still the same. Yo, what up, Stale? It's nice to see you in the bracket that you're playing, because I didn't see you play in a while, if I remember correctly. So nice to see. But you know what? I forgot to do one thing, and I'm gonna do it right now. I knew I forgot something, so I'll fix that. I was kind of like forgetting a lot of stuff. Again, I was sick. I was kind of forgetting everything and like reminded. Yo, Lightfire, are you joining the bracket? You can join still. If you wanna join, you can still pull up. Here's the link. If you wanna pull up, go play. Join us. Get more Johnnies in the bracket. You have a minute. You're gonna pass this time? Oh, that's unfortunate. You're leaving Captain alone in this. Hey, you have 10 seconds to decide. Having to play much anyway? Yeah. But yeah, it is 15, so you know, light fat passing up. Still 15 gamers, so we're gonna process check-in results and start the bracket. And we're gonna mark some stream matches, so don't start just yet. So, what do I want to see? Oh, I know exactly what we're watching. So we're gonna watch... I want to watch this match, because this is gonna be hype. And then we're gonna watch this match, because that was a wink wink nudge nudge from the higher ups, or the, can I say higher ups? I guess like lower downs in this sense. But you know, we're gonna mark this and this, and then we're top 8. First round for me against Captain, yeah. Hold that. For this week, you have to hold that. Seeding this week was actually pretty hard, because like, even though we have like less gamers than normally or whatever, like it was, it's very stacked. So I'm excited how the bracket is gonna develop. No, I don't want this. I'll mark just this for now. I'll mark the rest off stream. Higher ups? No, there was Yakar asked for that one of those matches, so you know, that was not work of Pia. But what I'm gonna do now is, oh my god, I forgot to do one thing. I am very bad. I realized what I just forgot. GG's. Let me fix that real quick. Let me fix that before we start, because I just forgot the important part, and I just remembered what it was. So let me fix that real quick. I remember this guy's Twitter. And with that, you know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna jump scare my co-commentators.
Oh, how good
Jump
it used
scare.
to be, how much peak. Jump scare.
Oh, that was loud.
Yeah, you got it.
I've been wondering why nobody ever gets... It's a jump scare. Why doesn't anybody ever get spooked?
That's true. That's true. That's following into the bit. I respect that. But as you guys can hear and now see, you know, these are gonna be your lovely co-commentators for tonight as I go recover into the Shadow Realm and just exist in the TO realm. So you know, have fun.
Take it easy, big dog. Get out of here. It's our turn to shine now, as we are here. It is me, Yurker, back from holidays at long last. Bros Yurker in the house, absolutely. I'm back from vacation, and I'm joined here by QK, tapping in to give Ratch a, tell him take it easy. He's doing his best to TO during sickness, but he can't do it all. How have you been, QK?
Yeah, doing pretty great. It's a chill New Year, chill Christmas. Everything's good. Yeah, ready to save the remains of Xrd tournament scene. We can't let the boat go down like this. Gotta make sure it floats.
Absolutely. Staying in here, the last bastion of hope. This game is still played. This game is still loved, and we're just sitting. Speaking of game being loved, we're just waiting on the other player, Akiuta. If I'm not mistaken, Russian May player, frequent connection issue haver.
Ooh, is that good? Ooh, I do see some. Oh, okay. I was seeing some like 1 bar, 2 bar connections when they joined the room. I was like, oh no, but looks good now.
Check Disney player. My fault, OG.
Good. I mean, close enough. I'm gonna put myself on blast, and I was like Akiuta, who's this player? Should I know them? But that's like, yeah, it's gonna be super interesting. Like, even if I've seen them play before, this would probably the first time I ever acknowledge like that this player exists. And I love seeing new players. And what a matchup this is! Dizzy versus Johnny. You don't get this very often, huh?
No, not at all. I mean, I imagine this is a more common thing over in the NA side of things, but it's definitely going to be an interesting one. Both of these players, big grinders, according to chat, especially Akiuta putting in the massive work to improve at Xrd.
We're already starting with the Dizzy Vortex. Oh no, you got thrown in the corner. This is tough. There's so many layers that Dizzy can impose on you. Ooh.
Yeah,
Never mind. We're just getting out of there.
Yeah, absolutely. The IB giving the gap to be able to throw them out of the pressure. Very nice stuff here from the captain. But of course, a great challenge from Akiuta is going to be sending him back full screen, trying to get back in there. But Firefish, got to be careful.
God, we got so much juice on Dizzy now.
Ooh,
Yeah,
6K YRC, nice.
Through the YRC? Are you kidding me? This is tough. We got the level. Ooh, small drop there.
But still, we're pretty okay here. Level 3, going to be bursting, wants to play with that normal. There it is, the laser beam. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's the combo.
Oh, the pickup.
And the pickup. Into an unblockable. Yeah, they kind of had to go for the dead angle attack because like it would be impossible to get out of that situation at that range.
Oh my goodness! Oh, look, already slowed down, and wow, what a way to start off the bracket. We're getting a slowed down, no health situation. Akiuta taking the first round. Excellent work from both players, but here we go. Captain trying to start it off nicely here, but both players kind of just tussling for that first solid hit, and there it is.
Of course, Johnny always hunting for that coin to begin with, and a character like Dizzy, who kind of doesn't want to engage you at neutral, wants to either take out projectiles or just move around. Oh, nice snipe though! I thought that we were level 1, but that was actually a level 2.
Here's YYRC, just gotta hold those. Does find the escape at the corner, but the captain, very sticky, always making sure to stay right on top of Akiuta. There is the throw, showing a bit of that grappler side of the character. And now we should be able to land ourselves that knockdown into the next bit of mix.
Wow, the FD really pushed Johnny far there. Right now, take this Vortex. Right, no biggies there. Oh, still gets turned into the fish.
Man, fish is so devious, facing the wrong way, but you do gotta be careful when you press that button. Does find himself a couple hits here. Just needs to make that final one stick, and the 2P is safe button, but it does the trick. Going into the final round of game 1, my goodness.
Really nice presence of mind there from Captain earlier. Realized that the D-fish was out, the counter fish that you don't want to poke into. So every time that's out, you kind of just want to chill and try to maybe intercept Dizzy. Don't try to just poke them out.
100% here. Great bait on the burst. Be stacking up that damage. Wow, look at this combo. Great beat, but still gets a knockdown. That's what counts.
Yeah, use the dead angle. Get out of there. Dizzy, really easy to stun and takes a lot of damage. Oh, there we go.
Goodness. Oh, unfortunately drops the end there. Tries to catch the sniper, but the 6K connects. No pickup. Still, the defense is on point, keeping Akiuta trapped in the corner, but finds an opening.
Ooh, I'm actually surprised the hold blitz got the hit there. Now,
oh,
that's a big miss. Lost the misfire level. Trying to compensate with the meter. There we go. Even with the level 1, you can kind of sneak in, like if you get a successful confirm, try to sneak in that 50 meter. If they're low, then you might get the kill, or if not, you might be able to convert into a coin instead and save the situation.
Absolutely. There we go. Trying to play it a little bit more safer, but the coin it connects, and unfortunately misfire. It's basically an impossible move to burst, and as you can see, just whiffs clean through, setting up some more damage here for the captain. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think remember the options that Akiuta has been using, because they've been using that blitz pretty to its full effect so far. Into the low there. And we're nearing the corner. This is dangerous territory for Dizzy, because Dizzy actually starts doing pretty decent damage here. What?
Yeah, just flies away from the corner. Bye-bye, facing the wrong way and everything, but still opens him up once again, and a clean round there from Akiuta. The pressure very suffocating, and the captain struggling to find an opening to get out there.
They kind of talk about EMEA as the premium set it and forget it kind of character, or the blender mix-up character, but in my mind, Dizzy has always been the more dangerous one. Like, if I get knocked down against a good Dizzy, I'm so terrified of what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, she can litter the screen just like this, always covering her approaches, making sure that either there's a lot of visual clutter to set herself up for those regular throws, or, like, yeah, man, what is happening? Do you know? Does anybody know instant overhead? My goodness.
Nice.
Oh, chip kill. Very nice.
Was an F-Shiki setup that I don't see very often from Dizzy players in the the previous or the second last hit there, making it 1-1 now.
Yeah, great comeback here. Akiuta seeming to find their footing here a little bit. A lot stronger rounds. Last one was really close both ways, but looking really solid here. Already baiting the burst, trapped in the corner. The captain trying to FD away to build a bit of space, but unfortunately counter hits, no pickup though, so lucky chance.
It's a little too high in the corner. Now, yeah, DC pressure generally isn't the most threatening unless you have meter ready to be burned into it. So yeah, in a situation that's... Ooh, that was an interesting YRC burn there. Neutral trade. And back to just place one.
Just wants to build a little bit of space, right? Trying to give the opportunity to set up some of those projectiles to cover the neutral for her, right? Doesn't need to commit too heavily, has that life advantage. The onus is on the captain to find an opening, and just like that, finds that opening that he needs. Doing a little bit of damage, doesn't find the knockdown, but still able to stick right on top of Akiuta, but unfortunately gets thrown.
Here we go, the mix-ups. You don't only get one, but several, and then it's more pressure. YRC to reset it into a throw. This character kinda grappling.
Very nice. Another set of projectiles. The patience from the captain, but unfortunately not blocking at the last second. And just like that, Akiuta reversing the situation from the very beginning is now set point.
Easy with those great mobility options. Ooh, stroke the fish there. Which does take the hit in older Guilty Gear games for you, working as a kind of a shield, so gotta be really careful if you poke into those.
100% there. First, it's been claimed. Oh, the laser beam connects, but unfortunately no full pickup. 6K gets checked with the 2P. Ice fish set up. What is the pressure? Finds the low. Akiuta not giving an inch of space for the captain to be playing.
Yeah, the nice thing about those ice fishes is that it's multiple tick throw setups that you have to take. And it's kind of works like a mini Zato kind of a situation. Even if you jump out of the tick throw mix-up, you're still probably gonna block more pressure on the way down because of the fish.
Yeah, absolutely, and just like that, getting snatched from the air. Tries to go for that 6K YRC, but the projectile's a little too active on the screen. One burst, a hope and a dream, one last chance, but trying to create a burst there perhaps? I don't know, or misinput. Still, 6Ks are being thrown out. Let him get something going here.
Oh, that was already past the laser beam point. The captain was trying to reach for that anti-air that wasn't working out pretty well towards the start of the set. But then Akiuta started jumping really high and just dodging them. And it's a very dangerous proposition, really letting it rock. If it hits, great, you get a massive combo. But if it's whiffed, you lose your level.
Yeah, it's crazy work there. I did like the attempt to try and backdash around, reposition a little bit. Hope that it could snipe, but not quite working out there in the end. And that's going to be Akiuta sending the captain down to the loser's side. So maybe going to be a rare chance that we don't see the captain in the top 8. But who knows? The loser's side run might be legendary indeed. And I expect him to make it in the end. But up next, we got the Raven mirror of... oh wait, during character select, hold on. Maybe a Jacko pocket pick from DragonTEG?
Ooh, that would be interesting. Jacko is such an interesting character to watch.
No,
it's gonna be the Raven mirror.
It's gonna be the Raven mirror.
All right, that's pretty cool as well.
No, lol. Oh my god, they're listening in.
I'm a footsies enjoyer, and I used to play Raven a little back in the day. He's a really cool character. It's kind of I think one of the only things that allows me to maintain my sanity against Pida Raven, just because, having played that character and understanding enough of Raven's options to, have even a slight fighting chance. But anyway, this match.
Yeah, definitely we're going to be seeing one of the beautiful things about Guilty Gear Xrd is that there may be two characters on the screen, but we're going to see, some player expression in regards to what are their favorite buttons, what are their favorite sort of sequences, and knowing Shadow Freak, we're going to be seeing that JD a lot, and also a lot of jumping.
Yeah, that's an actually interesting point, because there really are no bad buttons to press on Raven, so it's kind of like a little bit of a stylistic choice, what do you want to focus on this character?
Are we going to go the Pida school of stancing everything, or the Shadow Freak style of just jumping in JD, setting up those orbs?
Yeah, understandably, the stance is kind of like a very advanced tool that allows you to take like draw all of the power out of the character. But the character has very powerful other options as well, so it's completely fine in my opinion at lower skill levels to forget about the. Oh, but hold on, we got the nice prediction here from the air grab.
Oh, tech buns, but unfortunately drops the ender there. Still OTG on the scratch. A fighting chance here to recover this round and try and take it away. Still just holding block for now. A lot of resources being dumped here by Shadow Freak to get the pressure. Good air to air, but unfortunately not getting that scratch in time. The excitement has run out, but the JD will connect and Shadow Freak is going to be taking that first round.
Yeah, we were talking about that Shadow Freak jump D, and it is a very deep hitting button, very hard to anti-air. So even though you don't necessarily start big combos out of it, like that, you probably just get a knockdown. It's, buttons like that in a game like Guilty Gear are really nice. When you have like super strong anti-airs, you also want to have super anti-air moves on command.
Unfortunately, we're seeing the, DragonTEG trying to go for those JDs, but I don't know, the routing is a little bit off. It's not hitting the secondary part, which is the one that knocks him down to the ground and gets that hard knockdown. But still, in a decent control here, but the Gritoria going through the dust attempt. Very nice.
Ooh, empty glide into a throw. The life situation has been equalized.
Hey, burst.
From the jump D. Oh, into a throw.
Yeah, burst back, doesn't want to see this knockdown. Stancing and lets it go just at the very wrong time. Still a chance here. Gritoria going through, and that should be maybe kill, actually.
Guys, gonna be so close. Raven is a character with really high guts.
No. Yeah, I mean, even then, the call out.
That was like the first stance from Shadow Freak in a very interesting position as well, because I think you die if you go below like 0 with the pink life.
Oh no, that was Blitz.
Oh, was that Blitz? All right.
Yeah, I tried to Blitz something.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, the classic, bursting on 2D, clean, low profile on that, but good health swing here from DragonTEG, starting to get a bit of the swing of things here. The knockdown finally connecting, sets up the orb, forced the block, overhead, my goodness, the resets with the Gritoria. At that point, I think you're just, churning the butter, being like, you know what, just get me out. Oh, oh my god.
100, so we can save ourselves, and the stray needle, yeah, of course. You would try if the opponent has 0 hit points.
You know what? It's a flex. You just go, you know what? I don't need this 100-meter. Look how cool I am. Bam, bam. And then just a needle to close it out. Very good stuff there from DragonTEG. I feel like he's starting to warm up a little bit here. Seeming to be connecting a lot of more things, and decision makings are going a lot more his favor. But we'll see if that sticks in this second game, as Shadow Freak starting off the pressure pretty strong here.
Ooh, nice. Figures there's a gap to jump out. DragonTEG is out for now.
Ooh. Okay, staircase, just a lot of these long normals, challenging any air approach, slowly but surely poking away at DragonTEG here.
Shadow Freak has a big advantage in terms of meter. Uses it for the RC though.
Okay, double scratch, very nice. The orb, okay, good air to air from DragonTEG, but unfortunately the JD tries to backdash but falls straight into the orb. That bird-on-bird gun violence cease.
I think since Raven doesn't have a normal instant air dash, I wonder if you can actually glide punish those ground needles like many other characters would.
No, I think the trajectory just puts you straight into it, unless you like jump up and then able to go over it. It's wonky. But Shadow Freak taking that first round. I think this is one of Shadow Freak's strong suits, is when he has that life lead and then starts kind of going a little crazy on the screen, a lot of jumping, trying to fish for hits with JDs, frustrating you, being like, yeah, you got to approach to this.
Ooh, a little bit of left right. Non-traditional stuff, but that's, that's what catches your opponent off guard.
Oh!
Yeah, the first hit is always very dangerous. A classic burst bait point. Ooh! Ooh, that was not only a hit, but also takes a lot of pink life out of DragonTEG.
Yeah, but now, has a good stick of butter. Oh, gets scooped up. Not enough to get the combo, but still gets the OTG hit.
And that should be enough, because that's so many hits, right?
Yeah. Wow, that is actually kind of funny.
Yeah, funny how that works out.
Like, I swear you could have done a pickup with like 5k. Didn't need to go for the OTG, but hey, what the hell? That combo.
Even Pida's like, huh? Pull out your notebooks, Raven players.
Like you were just talking about it before we hopped on stream, where it's just like, oh yeah, old Guilty Gear moment, just random ass like tech you've never seen in a billion years.
Yeah, this is such a great franchise. You always see something new. Alright, burst is successful. Nice. I like the idea running under, but didn't quite get it.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
great chance before the orb becomes active, but still, burst is available here for Shadow Freak, denying any momentum that DragonTEG would have set up, and there it is, the 5D.
First reaction check of the round, or rather the set. Ooh, takes straight into the needle. And that's gonna be a problem because you can't reposition yourself too well while that poison is active.
Okay, DragonTEG finding the jump in. Unfortunately, pressure not leading to a whole lot. The very jumpy Shadow Freak is kind of making it very difficult here for DragonTEG to find an anti-air in, fakes out an option, and finds the grab. Shadow Freak, set point.
I'm surprised DragonTEG was so good at like aggressively chasing those air options, because like if you throw a needle in there, if you throw like an orb in there, you're kind of punishable on the way down. And DragonTEG was like pretty successful having the read, but not like having the perfect execution there at the end. Oh, even got punished despite that fire seed.
That is routing. It's very interesting. Oh my goodness, the delay overhead at the very end to bait out the throw. And just Shadow Freak with the intense momentum, finishing it off with a perfect 3 scratches in a row.
Yeah, I was probably hoping that the OTG scratch would have taken the opponent out, but if not, well, let's check if they're FD blocking on the wake up. And the answer this time was nope.
Yeah, still very well played from both players. It's definitely a tricky one to try and play against Shadow Freak, because I think we see it a lot as just the nature of how he plays that character. It's very jumpy, very likes to use those really long normals and such. And even then, like there was one situation that was really interesting. He did scratch YRC, and DragonTEG like jumped, I believe, forward. And normally I think like Raven players just licking their lips like air command grab time. But no, this is Shadow Freak Raven. He just jumps up to meet you in the air.
And there's always that air throw option that you know, seasoned players are gonna be thinking maybe more than anything else. Ooh, but this is gonna be a good one. So first time in a while, I believe we see a Minimalism Slayer entering SaltyEU bracket.
Yeah, oh my goodness, it has been a minute since we've had a Slayer on here in general, so I am very excited just to see this counter hit fishing monster go to work.
And it's actually interesting, so other than having Pet in the bracket, the other like 2 strong players are of course Koji and K&E. I think Slayer is actually pretty decent pick against those characters, both Baiken and Jam. So Minimalism could potentially have a run here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But of course, Slayer is a little bit of a. They say Slayer is a little bit of a, how should I put it? Like a unstable tournament character. Is a very chaotic character by design.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, this character really exemplifies the funny haha damage when they're able to find those counter hits. If they're not, it's typically kind of just a low damage character with very limited movement options.
Attempted the IB air throws, not getting the air throw part out. Oh, there we go, from the dandy step into the invulnerable move. There's so many layers. Oh, just enough!
Wow,
I think Koji was holding onto that parry for quite a while, but the timing was perfect there. Delay like around 10-15 frames and then strike.
Yeah, I mean, usually that's kind of inadvisable against, like, yeah, that's the better option against parries, is just throw them out, because the Baikens can hold it for so long that it's, you know, you usually end up just pressing into it regardlessly.
Right on the strike. Wow, okay. We didn't even talk about this, but this one special feature. Ooh, look at IB throw there on the way out, and this will lead into a combo. And Slayer, being a midway character, should be a rather easy combo to finish for Baiken in the corner.
Okay, very interesting. Okay, Tatami Gaishi, nice. The Koji air throws are starting to come in now. J2K narrowly avoiding the JD, but no, there it is, pressing into the parry. You hate to see it.
You can kind of see Koji hesitating on the wake up because Slayer is that kind of character. You can't really exactly Oki him at all due to like backdash cancel stuff.
I think you can still kind of force it, right? Like, you're not gonna get anything fancy, but oh my god, how long he just like sat there looking. It's like, yeah, please burst.
Yeah, that's a commitment. He knew, and was committed. It's like that burst has to come out here or you're dead. Are you crazy enough to hold it? And
Yeah.
not many players are. Ooh, nice pick the option that actually beats Suzuran. So you usually want to use low hitting options to beat that.
Yeah.
He definitely is that from Slayer.
Okay, oh, the backdash.
Ooh, this
Nice.
movement. It's just a pile punker.
Yeah, I like the risk reward. It's like the risk for going for it because it didn't have the meter to make it safe. It's like, you know what, the power bunker will work here.
Actually,
Okay.
the same thing actually goes both of these characters. Both of these characters are really difficult to Oki, and you can see it. Both of them are doing really awkward, kind of non-standard stuff on the opponent's wake up a lot.
Yeah. Can't just make anything stick there, but there we go. Finds the 5D. We're seeing no burst minimalism, but finally triggers being pulled. Air Zami trying to bait out the crosswise heal, but still doesn't bite. Using every last bit of meter to try and extend it as much as possible. A chance here at pixel help for minimalism, but unfortunately it gets thrown, and that's Koji taking the first round of game 2.
Yeah, very nice. Staircase leading into a throw. Now. Oh, was a crosswise heal, which is kind of hard to escape if you're airborne.
Oh, what the second hit? Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Yep. The in was on that move. But also very, very hard commit. So if you just block that and the Slayer player can't RC, it's gonna be a big punish opportunity.
Yeah. Oh my god,
nice.
that air throw really just got the magnet hands, snatching him from all the way over there.
Now, you're gonna finish. Yes, that should be a hard knockdown into. Just a jump heavy, just to put hitbox out there if the opponent goes for a backdash cancel jump. I think the BDC jump is kind of like the penultimate option. It's like there's exactly one hard read option that you can do about it, which is kind of like a delayed air throw, but you would have to commit, you would have to hone into that one option if you want to hard beat it. That's kind of why Slayer is so hard to control on Wake Up.
It would make for an epic clip, and speaking of epic clip, oh, minimalism, trying to bait the burst. Sure, just like the full combo rock, and trying to be a little bit active on the defense. Koji baiting out all options, ultimately having to burst out here now, trying to find that next hit to get that momentum they started off with back.
A little too high in the air for Koji to finish that combo, and here comes minimalism. Spent the RC, get the wall carry.
Oh! IB, nice, great chance, going straight to the
Wow,
super.
challenging the 6-6 gaming there. It's a great effort for Koji. But the Oki, again, was hesitating there, or maybe even missing the tatami imp. It's like a late air dash into jump heavy, or sorry, jump slash.
Yeah. Okay, full combos here, OTG, but still able to maintain the pressure, but Koji just, oh my god, parrying right through the power bunker. We love to see it. Suzuran working very nicely.
God, that's a big combo, even without any risk. Yeah, Baiken when
Baiken
she
corner
gets the
damage.
corner loops. Again, the Suzuran, I think, meant to counter bursts, if that was to come out. Oh. And Cherry on the top there, getting a stun so that there is no burst out.
Yeah.
So the last round here, both players with the burst! And Koji will have to already be thinking about it. Yeah, he knows that loop, that pile bunker loop does so much. And there it is. You got that crosswise heal on block. Gonna be punished. The Oki is nowhere to be found. I think I've heard some Baiken players saying that, like, just give up the Oki, it's like way too hard. But I'm not sure if that's actually like what you should be doing. Uh-oh.
God, Helter Skelter counter hit, big launcher here. To be doing that funny air loop, put him into towards the corner, finds a hit, but no full confirm. Quick trade there from Koji. Now running the pressure a little bit, pulling back. Patience from minimalism, and the big power bunker waiting out the gray screen to maximize the damage wall splat, and another one. Oh my goodness.
You just let it rock. That was literally like, if the opponent techs blocks that, you probably have to just spend your burst there, because he didn't have any meter whatsoever. This is kind of the heart of the Slayer players. They will pile bunker you because they think like you're not gonna sit still, and a lot of us don't. It's really, really dangerous to sit still against Slayer. It has so many nasty things to abuse you if you just, if you panic and just don't press anything.
That's kind of just a gambit on Slayer, isn't it? Like, on one hand, you think, okay, if I play it consistently and safe, right, this character doesn't get the funny counter hits on me, and then I can, like, find my way out. But on the other hand, if you're too patient, then they start doing all kinds of, like, crazy resets, just cranking up that risk, and at some point, the mix-up from under pressure will come out, and they just do get that big counter hit they're looking for in the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't think there's like any solution to that. Slayer is just kind of like one of those casino characters that forces you to take a gamble.
They're both gambling, but up next, we got StaleDevil versus PsychedelicPet. And speaking of gambling, we have StaleDevil on the screen, which is a massive case of will he, won't he playstyle of when will this guy actually let the DP rip?
Yeah, I wonder if it's like if it's a boon or a curse against a seasoned player like PsychedelicPet, because I bet Pet knows how to play safe, and I think playing safe is the Achilles heel of StaleDevil.
Absolutely.
But so far, looking good.
Yeah. Okay, gets the backdash punish, but unfortunately no pickup. Opens up Pet for the Pop Buster. Very cool. Oh.
That was an interesting OK option. Just goes for the 2D there, which ends up whipping on the reversal DP, huh?
Yeah.
The tip of that Potemkin 2D actually history. Alright, powering through with the armor. Interesting thing here is that I think so. Also, StaleDevil's playstyle kind of doesn't play into why this matchup is like super good for Sol. I think Sol's buttons are just generally so much better at mid-range against Potemkin that it's hard for Potemkin to do anything. But I think like Stale isn't really representing that kind of playstyle too much.
No, you just saw him like, yeah, there's the Riot Staff, you saw him do a Ground Viper. He likes to go for the crazy options, right? Just constant. It's just the StaleDevil playstyle. You'd say like, hey man, what if you just played Sol a little bit more regularly? He's like, nah, that's boring, it's cringe.
Oh, got the backdash there, but the jump BP combo just didn't land. I think you're just gonna be dead here.
Yep. That will do it. That is the Potemkin character, all right.
Have meter, get hit, opponent in the corner. Some of these factors, if they're fulfilled, you're gonna take a lot of damage and or a stun and or just be dead.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the main factor is like, oh hey, you hit them in the corner and they're propped up in the air. You just splat them against the wall with 6k. Oh, time to die.
Ooh, that's another counter hit in a short amount of time. And the third one is still stunned. It's really close.
It's... Oh, it is stunned.
Pet knew! The guy, he was counting the stun! This is high-level Guilty Gear play. That's why PsychedelicPet is one of the best. He knew. He was counting the stun. He knew the RC would get it. That's so amazing.
That's so sick. Ooh, very nice. Slime you into towards the corner. 2D to check. StaleDevil finding a quick pickup on that JP flicks. A whole lot of interactions going on here. Trying to get that 6B. Great backdash on the Bandit Bringer.
Right, not far enough this time. Nice, still getting a pickup out of that as well. Like the air dash. Oh, that was a problem for Stale earlier as well. Wait, going there? Hello? Is this part of the Stale experience as well? Or just the general Guilty Gear experience with hitboxes?
Oh, flash, but no cancel. Oh, StaleDevil coming out on top with a throw. Oh.
It's so close.
Oh my god, the armor from Hammerfall going straight through the Fafnir. Great stuff indeed. Also, shoutouts to Damascus, thanks for the raid. You just missed out on some peak.
Yeah, I'm so sad that you guys didn't raid like half a minute earlier. We saw some really high level nasty plays. That was, even though it was over quick, I saw so much that I could just like, if I was a Potemkin player, I would just be pogging out of my mind. I'm not even a Potemkin player, and I was pogging out of my mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
that
It
guy-
was fantastic work. Well, I think it's as good as time as any that thanks to the raid that, hey, we still got Match Reno codes. We forgot to mention it this whole time, but they're still there. So, you know, to all the new raiders and to all the people that haven't done it yet, claim yourself a code. Please do that indeed. And, you know, support that the epicness that was just on your screen earlier. Support the pet cheating allegations, knowing exactly, counting the stun value, knowing exactly that the next RC hit would do the trick.
Yeah, truth be told, it's kind of like a gut feeling thing, but like, once you start counting, it's like 1 counter hit, 2 counter hit, 3 counter hits, it's like, I gotta be like on the edge of that stun, and that's when you start like burning everything just to cash into it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could, even on the 2HS, I believe there should be a window to slightly be able to delay a heat knuckle to still get that knockdown in the end, but nevertheless, right? The stun hit, we were all pogging out. It was so cool.
And
A beautiful game of Guilty Gear.
Yeah, there's gonna be more of minimalism coming up. Pida versus minimalism. How is Raven's matchup against Slayer? It's like a question that I haven't asked myself very often, because like, even though we have a lot of Slayer players at like mid to like mid-high, early like S tier level, but not a whole lot of them are showing up for events very often. So like, I haven't asked myself about Slayer's matchup spread too much.
I feel like, oh man, the neutral one is going to be an interesting question indeed, but, you know, because like 6P is going to be the big breadwinner for Slayer, being able to go through the needle and then catch the Raven behind, who would be gliding in, so probably going to be a lot more grounded gameplay, but I think at the end of the day, when the Raven does get that knockdown, right, the way that orb is positioned just makes it very, like, you can backdash jump cancel FD, right, but still, you're being stuck, you're trapped, you will fall down to the ground eventually, and then the Raven will start their pressure.
Yeah. If it's like anything like, I count Raven as sort of similar character. Like if I have to draw parallels, it would be like Raven is a little bit like Sin, and because Slayer is surprisingly good, like not advantageous, but really good at gambling against characters who try to poke at you on the ground from afar, I would say that is gonna give Slayer some like unique advantages. Even though Raven is really good at controlling you theoretically on like a horizontal axis, which is a problem for Slayer, because like you want to be doing dandy steps as much as possible. If the opponent has something that can prevent you from doing that, it gets really tough because you don't usually want to go airborne.
Yeah. So already we see the first needle connecting, just trying to stand south, see if we can catch a random dandy step option. And already we're baiting the burst, the maximum tip of each normal connecting, getting that knockdown. Pida, definitely a master of his craft here.
Letting that excitement accumulate as well. Extra hit on that ball.
Oh, 2P. Wow.
Nice recognition that the orb was not set properly there.
The backdash going. Yeah.
6 heavy? Working as a makeshift anti? What was that? Was that missing? Or did Peter just mean to do that?
Is he based? Question. What was he cooking?
It's like 6 heavy from, like we were talking about the buttons of Raven and how like every single button is so great. I think like 6 heavy from Raven is probably the question mark button. Like, is this like actually a good button? It has some niche uses, but like that's, every time you see that, it's kind of like, you're kind of excited for it because it's such a rare button to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely Pida has found a very good function for it. That anti-air thing aside, right? Now we're seeing a very difficult situation for minimalism, trying to find the approach here, but great burst between the corner, a chance here.
Ooh, but no meter to cancel that. That's gonna be a punish. Has to take that needle as well. Even though the backdash cancel jump does take you airborne, taking that needle will put you grounded there.
Yeah, it's very, very, very tricky for minimalism there in the end. You know, you only have so much you can approach with. Very linear forward dash, jumping into the air can be a risk into Raven, right? 6P, 5HS, the air command grab if he's ready for it. God, the IPs, the stancing up, but still, it is minimalism now coming out on top. You're stuck in the corner. Force counter hit state is active, but able to block it out in the end.
I was pondering there, like, Pida's taking so much damage, would Pida actually spend the burst this round? Oh, speaking of spending the burst.
Yeah, whatever you can do to deny the momentum, but ultimately it's still Pida coming out on top, getting himself a fantastic amount of excitement, knocking minimalism down here, forced to hoard the orb, finds the overhead, RC for the extension.
I think he's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, dead.
Damn, with that full excitement gauge, the character that does not do that much damage as long as you don't have that gauge propped up. But when you do, oh my goodness, damage is real.
Absolutely. Okay, great beat, but still able to confirm nonetheless. Look at the numbers coming out here right now.
And then there's this character. Ooh, reset into plus frames. Here's the challenge. Like, you have to challenge sooner or later, but it's so dangerous against Slayer. Immediate burst. Oh, the side switch there. Now Pida with the O key. Let's push it again.
Forced to block, stuck. Oh, big counter hit and confirms it to the 5D. Very nice. Slammed into the ground, and just like that, Pida takes it 2-0.
It's a really interesting conundrum because, like, you wouldn't want to spend Needle YRC as an Oki option. Like, that's a very suboptimal, but it's probably kind of something that you have to do if you actually want to Oki Slayer, and if you want to make sure that there are not going to be, like, any funny shenanigans, then you probably have to do something like Pida just did there. Just do the Needle YRC. You know that they're probably going to be backdash cancel jumping anyway, but at least you get to push your turn afterwards. But then on the other hand, if you as a Slayer player know that they are going to do Needle YRC, technically Needle YRC doesn't really get you like any like super hard to block mix-ups. So if you're like defensively really able kind of a player, then maybe you just take that Needle and be like, all right, you spent a lot of meter on that Oki, and then we just play.
Yeah, I mean, again, risk and rewards, right? But something interesting to highlight there was there was one point in Slayer pressure that you can kind of guaranteed get out, and it's a question of can you IB the under pressure, right? The S follow-up from Dandy Step, because being able to IB that kind of sets you up to really just mash out. You don't even have to mash out your fast no for you can like do Sim 2K, for example, there.
Yeah. There are so many good opportunities for you to try to interrupt if you IB in that matchup. I don't think there's like anything you don't want to IB in Slayer matchup. It's like mostly good for you. The only question is like, can you?
I mean, you have to IB that it's late, or else you're just stuck in the +3 hellhole loop.
Yeah, or the mappas is like, if you don't IB mappa, then even though you're plus, you're technically in a mix-up because you're gonna be taking a backdash cancel bite potentially if you press a button, and that's an invoke command grab. Yeah, it's Slayer, interesting character.
Definitely. Sure. Pida raising some counterpoints, not entirely guaranteed to get out after being under pressure. Still has BDC options as always, which was something I don't think we see minimalism represent all too much, using BDC cancels into specials like BDC Mappa, for example, but maybe not their style, maybe the opportunity didn't quite arise, I am not sure. It isn't just forced for the 50-50, yeah, that's pretty much the funny.
Yeah, and always with the backdash cancel stuff is, like, that's relatively high execution stuff as well. So if we're talking about from like a technical perspective, how it works is you're basically canceling into a jump startup, your backdash into cancelled jump startup, and then you cancel the jump startup into special moves if that's what you want to do, and then you won't need to like get the special move out. If it's a hard to input special move, it might be difficult in the like short period of time. So often enough, like lower level Slayer players, you don't see them doing a whole lot of that stuff because it's actually kind of hard to execute. So there might be a little bit of that going into the equation as well. Like, can I actually get this out? Can I afford to do it?
Well, you heard it here first, confirmed by QK, minimalism low-level Slayer player.
Oh, no. That's definitely what I was insinuating.
No, it's very understandable. It's a very tricky set of inputs, especially the BDC bite. My goodness, that is one nasty piece of work there.
Yeah, and a lot of times, you know, the Slayer players will actually whiff the input and then suffer the consequences. And you're like, why don't you just BDC stuff? And it's like, bro, I am trying to. I just can't get it out.
I know that Super Jake put in some like serious repetitions to be able to get that BDC down super fine, especially moving on to hitbox. Forgot what they played formerly, but they booted up Xrd, just did constant repetitions. They're pretty consistent at their BDC bites. But anyway,
Right.
Pet
But into
versus
another
KD.
super high-level matchup. PsychedelicPet, probably the, you know, not gonna lie, one of the highest, whatchamacallit, seed characters, perhaps a favorite to take the tournament. But also KNE, one of the most, one of the best potential candidates to slay PsychedelicPet if that was to be the case.
Yeah, definitely up there for that. But so far, kind of Pet on a strong warpath here. I'm not quite sure how this matchup entirely plays out. Somebody may educate me, but I assume in general, right, the fact that Jam just has to be in your face to run the pressure ultimately just kind of is beneficial to Pet because he just looks like, oh, perfect, you're in my ideal grab range. That's very nice of you.
One thing for certain is that like you have to, because of Potemkin's weight class, you have to modify your combos quite a bit. So Jam has some Potemkin specific combos, but usually like what your combo routes will consist of, you will charge the dragon card first and then try to convert every hit that, like the small hits that you get, into the dragon kick so that you can put Potemkin in the corner where you have more options for pressure and combos. Which is probably what we're going to see KNE doing just naturally. I think KNE just loves the dragon kick card quite a bit, so it's kind of works for this matchup.
I think we see the Gekrin card come out a lot from KNE. Usually it's just whatever knockdown into the one stock of Gekrin to just loop the knockdown pressure.
Yeah, and in fact, on that first knockdown, KNE chose to not take the dragon kick card this time.
Okay, interesting sequence, but oh my goodness, interaction, but a little too far away for that pop buster.
Trying to dash back and forth, not stay too long in that dangerous grab range, just like that. And the timing on those meaties are not the easiest thing either, and Jam is not known for her like super strong Oki.
No, I mean the stagger pressure is definitely very crazy. And of course, they can always dump that 50 meter into the super puff ball. Oh, here we go, just Gigantic High just to get a bit of space off of KNE. Now trying to fish for that next hit. The 2D immediately connecting into the RC, but unfortunately flies away a little too far for a proper extension.
Yeah, that Gigantor was actually combined with an RC as well. You can see how desperately, you know, Pet would like to have meter here. Finally starting to build a little bit. Super jump air throw, get back in there. Oh, but he was at the parry, ready to go.
Very, very nice there, but unfortunately 6P will close it out. Pet now on set point.
It's a cool advantage for Jam. Usually, I guess you can IB, but if you want like big, true punishes, you want to try to. Oh, but there's a big counter hit. Yeah, that would have been a lot of stun on KNE, so maybe, even though that doesn't deal too much damage, maybe worth the burst out of.
We talk a lot about like, oh my god, Slayer fishing for the big counter hits, but the Potemkin character as well, no slouch on those big counter hit bongo damage.
Play as safe as possible, backdashing out of slide head. Here's the instant air dash into pressure sequence. Let's see how long KNE wants to spend in there. It's been a lot of pressure like this. Do a pressure string and then dance out.
Ooh, you hate to see it. The burst whiffing, and that's gonna be KNE piling up the damage. Still no opportunity to get Gekrin just yet, but playing it slow and patient now, has that life lead. The onus of approach is on Pet, and KNE is trying to exploit that to the maximum. That is a crazy cross under. Oh,
another reversal Potemkin buster. That was the second time. KNE's just. I'm not sure if they went for something tricky or if. Oh god! Oh god! Yeah, kind of during that set or during that round, I wanted to say like as soon as Pet got to that like 50 meter, 75 meter threshold, and I saw KNE with absolutely nothing, I was like, oh god, this is gonna be a hard round, because playing against Potemkin when he has meter and you don't is so difficult.
But Man, like what a crazy sequence. You're like cooking, you're going, flying around, right, doing all kinds of crazy mix-ups, and then you guess wrong 3 times and you get set up into an IK.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
That is the Potemkin experience. That's kind of like the reward for Potemkin for starting rounds with such low power level. Like having no meter, like at the same time, Potemkin, one of the strongest characters in the game, in my opinion, with meter, but without meter, probably easily though, like one of the weakest characters. It's like you have to work for those opportunities. And then towards the end of the round, you're probably gonna have that meter. You're probably gonna get those opportunities.
It really be like that. And yeah, especially in some of these really polarizing matchups that can kind of just keep this character out. It is going to be a tricky one to build that meter, and we see Pet doing a lot of IBs to generate that tension pulse, right, to push that meter towards their favor and being able to cash out just like we saw at the very end there. But up next, right now, we got Shadow Freak versus StaleDevil. Very jumpy players.
Yeah, I think a matchup that has a lot of really interesting and entertaining stuff usually happening. Oh, into the corner!
Spaghetti, 50 meter just used like that, scratch. Oh my goodness. Oh, the tech air throw.
Ooh, timing there. Let go of the stance just too early. It's a timing RPS after all.
Wow, able to press through in the... Oh my god. Did JK be able to kick out the ground Viper? We're seeing way too many interactions right now.
Funny enough, I think if that glide was not cancelled into a button, that might have actually been anti-aired by Sol.
Yeah, he gets that DP portion of his ground Viper at some point.
Oh, you're doing 6 heavy, that's gonna be a counter hit!
What's the Oki? Oh, and the stun! I forget what the name of that move is, but that just does so much damage, especially when he has 50 meter, right? Does one, RC does another, you just die.
Yeah, I was trying to consider, it's like, do we actually need a reset here? But of course, Stale being the connoisseur of Dragon install knows that we had a kill there.
Stale may have some really interesting decisions on how he likes to play his neutral, but he is no slouch on his combo routings.
Yeah, I think Stale has like really good finishers, like finishing around when you get the hit that you need that goes into like a flashy sequence. I think Stale usually has those down pretty well.
Yeah, but right now both players are trying to fish for a consistent little hit here, able to get a nice sequence of hits, but nothing major just yet. Oh! First.
Again, it's the 6 heavy, the Achilles heel. Nice wire, so you get the punish here. Slightly expensive, but now we've perhaps reduced the opponent to a critical threshold.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there it is!
Viper! And the pickup!
Is it a kill? No, this is dangerous for Stale.
Oh, but let's rip again. RC, what's the... Yeah, just let it deinstall safely. Very nice. Oh, staring at each other.
I think the thought work here was that Stale said, all right, this will not kill. So if I should go into the recovery state, I need to drop the combo here, and that's going to be the most optimal plays.
Yeah. Nice couple hits here. Just falling 2 times into the orb. Okay. And the 3rd time.
That's so funny. It's like the same orb catches him, and then you're like, I'm going to go in again.
Surely you don't knock your head on the, 2 times.
What? Scratch actually anti-aired the riot stamp there. Oh, dive kick coming. Yes, it did. Oh, that's a like true combo.
Oh.
A rare bit of miss inputs there for Stale.
Oh, deinstalls, but not able to get the punch. But the 6HS is doing the anti-air value, I suppose, and Shadow Freak. That was only game 1?
that was a long one, considering like taking like both of these players into consideration. That was only the game 1, huh?
My goodness, I thought I was like, oh yeah, the set's tied up. It's like, no, there's so much going on.
I'm so torn between the 2D. I'm actually surprised that Raven 2D does low profile enough to go under bursts. It's like Gilded Gear bursts do pop you up a little higher, so like characters like, Soul Bad Guy 2D, Venom 2D, they usually go under. But I guess
I think
Raven
it has to do with the fact of like his leg is kind of short, and that's usually where you are in that point when you burst. Like if he just does 2D right in your face, I believe that that burst will connect.
Holding it
Oh,
over,
the connects!
that's gonna be a crumble! And converting into the maximum corner carry combo. One hit. Oh, spin the whole bar. Still getting out of it somewhat.
Finds the ground throw punish. Doesn't quite get the knockdown here, but still in there. Straight run up. Where's he going?
It is go big or go home moment. Still, like if Stale gets stunned here, it's everything's done. That's a punish. Yep. And after that, it would have been a stun as well. Technically, you can red IK here. I found some red IKs in my time during or against you know, the uninstall of Dragon install.
Yeah, fair. Oh, I couldn't, man. Just go burst. It's so peak.
Alright, rather neutral out of that air scratch.
Oh, nice stance on the right stamp. Stale finding the way out here, but nevertheless, JD, the beloved. Huh?
Going back and forth. Shadow Freak with a lot of meter. Stale has 50 as well, and the big counter hit that would have definitely killed if there was a pickup.
One last chance, goes right under it. But oh, the falling JHS will do the trick, and Shadow Freak will be eliminating StaleDevil from the bracket.
I like it though. Stick to your guns. You're at such a massive life disadvantage that you gotta. That's the one moment when you probably gotta have to ape. Like even if you're a reserved player, it's time to ape. I need something here, real quick.
Let's get a quick gamble in. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, that really was something. God, it's always a pleasure seeing Stale play. It's just so cool.
And like getting to play against like very different types of playstyles is so much fun. Like there's nobody like Stale in the community, and you could like, other than just Stale, there are so many like players who are like that. It's kind of like the kind of fighting game, these old fighting games that have so many different ways of expressing yourself, leading into some very recognizable and, you know, memorable matches and play styles to play against. And if you don't exactly like, it could like set you up in a conundrum where you're like, I've never played against somebody who plays quite like this, and you might not know what the optimal way to play against that is. And it's super exciting.
At the same time, if StaleDevil is your only practice into Soul, yeah, I wish the best for you.
Yeah.
Definitely make sure you do play some other Souls.
Yeah, it's you usually gotta play like a handful of different players to get the match experience in. But now, the player that we saw at the start of the event, Akiuta, has made it this far on Dizzy.
Yeah, pretty good showing. Definitely the improvement I heard from chat is seeming to be the case here. As already half health gone from Koji, does find this run to get out of the corner. Now trying to run a bit of that pressure. See the kind of opening. Oh, barely not even able to snatch out Akiuta here. But still finds the next set of hits, and that's going to be the burst.
Ooh, Koji giving no time for Akiuta to summon anything. That's kind of how you should play it. Burst shouldn't give you an advantage. Oh, and that's a stun. Yeah, she's the lowest stun threshold character in the game, so very, very easy to stun with a couple of counter hits.
Who would have thought that the character that's called Dizzy gets dizzy for quick?
Just goes for a Suzuran into Kuchinashi, big counter hit, and another one. Are we looking at a situation where Akiuta might get stunned here?
Once more, a double stun angle. Okay, the 2S connecting. Nice aggressive burst from Koji, trying to push him back in the corner, but still Akiuta finds the escape. Big connection there.
Ooh. Still a casual far slash, nothing else.
Yeah, just trying to fish for a couple hits here. Has a lot, the main life advantage, but you don't want to offer up too much space to Dizzy, because she can litter the screen full of projectiles, but in the end, it is going to be the Tatami Gaishi that connects and sets Koji up for that first game win.
Yeah, Akiuta didn't have like a lot of really good options there. You're low health against 100-meter Baiken. So there's a lot of things that you just gotta be careful of. Ooh, nice anti-air from behind with that 2S.
Oh, great air throw, nice awareness, giving Koji a taste of his own medicine. Now using the Ice Spike RC. Oh, back in the corner you go.
Wow, the bravery to press 2K there. Oh, that's a counter hit. Are we gonna burst?
Yeah, we are.
Hurts so much otherwise.
Yeah, just trying to clear a bit of space, let these projectiles come out. Nice block, but unfortunately, Ice Spike RC, and that's gonna be the burst from Koji.
Trying to press the situation. Ooh, that's very minus. Allowing Akiuta to escape the corner. But we're looking to go back in there. And now Koji with a lot of meter. Oh no! Was that supposed to be a TK Yozen or something?
Who knows, but getting punished. Oh my god, the fish!
He's actually gonna go through. Bam bam. And the last
Bam.
hit.
Also, yes, Ratch, Koji did win the first game. Okay, both players just starting off trading here. You know, it's kind of unfortunate for Akiuta. Sometimes they start off so strongly, but ultimately Koji just has that comeback factor. I guess the years of experience, right? The old head here, able to navigate in a very dire situation. And just like that, you're seeing, you know, a tale as old as time. Akiuta starting off nice and strong, but do they have the glue to finish and close out the round?
The pressure. Ooh, looking for it. But Akiuta being patient, not trying to air dash out too early, is again gonna hurt. Now the big question, where are we gonna burst? It's a great burst point to choose around the Tetsuzanzen.
Oh no, trying to anti-air the JHS. I would not advise it. And just like that, Dizzy gets Dizzy one last time as Koji is going to be moving on through the bracket and eliminating Akiuta. 2-0.
What an ambiguous angle that was. I'm not sure if that crossed up. I mean, in the end, Koji ended up like switching sides, but I wonder. God, that was so nasty.
It was funky, as they say, indeed. But yeah, great stuff there from Koji. Still very good experience, able to constantly claw back these rounds despite how strong the openings are from Akiuta.
Yeah, definitely hoping to see more of Akiuta in upcoming weeks. We need more Dizzy gamers in the community for sure.
True. Where's Deknut? Deknut these last days, man. Deknut, you probably know Deknut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was hopping in, playing some Dizzy, especially in the advent of Dizzy coming out for Strive, but he's been missing. I miss him. Come back.
Yeah, I guess it's hard for, you know, busy players such as like Deknut when you have to arrange like half of the European events on the Strive side of things.
Oh yeah, I know it. I don't have time to crack these games, and that's why I'm here in the comms booth just to yap about it.
Right, again, minimalism going against Shadow Freak here.
Absolutely. So it's once again sort of a rematch for minimalism here, right? Getting a second chance against a Raven player. A little different brand of Raven, right? The Shadow Freak Air JD tossing type of Raven. See how their experience lines up against Slayer. So far, both players kind of able to tussle pretty hard. There's the RC for the power bucket to make it safe, but still finds the next hit. And minimalism to close out this round. Oh, up throw.
Yeah, I would imagine those air loops are going to be a little iffy on Raven, because Raven is like famously that one character who kind of like gets dropped out of air combos from my experience for many characters. And those loops are really, really specific, like character specific for Slayer. Ooh, attempting the IB, didn't get the throw there.
Man.
And then
Unfortunate there for minimalism, going for that hero burst and just dying in the end. You hate to see it. Oh my god, that's another Shadow Freak classic, just run at you and throw.
big hard commit. I mean, it works out if you think that the opponent is gonna backdash at the round start. Look at that. Counter hit there into a hard knockdown. What you gonna do, Slayer?
Well, guess not blocking, very classic Slayer option indeed.
Yeah, usually when you see Slayer not blocking, it's kind of like they're trying to do the backdash cancel stuff. It's exactly what we were talking about earlier. They're trying, but they're not getting it out.
Oh! And
That was
when
really
they do finally
unfortunate.
get it out, it goes straight back into the orb. Very unfortunate for minimalism as Shadow Freak takes game 1.
The most unfortunate backdash timing straight into the orb when they were actually like technically out of it, like technically improperly set, you know, orb, but
Yeah.
hey, fighting games.
It's beautiful. It's peak. All right, strong start here for minimalism. The big power bunker goes right under with the Mappa on the burst. My goodness.
Yeah, 6-6 gaming. Oh, nice!
Oh.
Hit the super confirm immediately as well. Don't even need to do this combo. Let's go to the next round.
You know what we need? We haven't seen it yet. Is just a good old Slayer 50-50. Just dash through B dot.
Yeah, because it's like you can't really prepare yourself. You gotta like read that it's coming.
Yeah. Frame 0 activation. Ooh, nice. But unfortunately, Shadow Freak a little too airborne, jumping over all the grounded options from Slayer.
And with that low TK orb, even Slayer kinda has to yield and block against that.
Yeah, unfortunately you're not able to use the Blitz to go through all the hits there, but outsword 2D, Helter Skelter connecting, landing a bit of these hits. We're seeing that classic Slayer problem of like, okay, he's getting some pretty cool hits, but the damage isn't adding up just yet.
Tried to again do something on Wake Up, but damn, Shadow Freak is just kind of checking all the right angles. I'm surprised how well they're actually hitting it again. Checks the Wake Up. There is no block. Shadow Freak
Yeah, big moves here.
defeating minimalism. I honestly, I would have never. I would have actually put all my money on minimalism.
Shadow Freak, the Elo pipe bomb question?
It can be like that.
Yeah, no, but that was a really clean performance, like you said, just checking every single option, even though, you know, they're like just the air tears were really solid constantly. Any attempt that minimalism wants to try to take to disguise, maybe avoid a little bit, just flies up, says, "Nuh-uh, back down. I want my funny orb." The game just closed. GG's. But yeah, great performance from both players, and we'll be moving on to KNE versus Koji coming up shortly. But first, another friendly reminder. It's been a minute, but hey, don't forget we got a match Reno, so definitely claim some codes, support the epic action that is going on right now, some of the crazy upsets, and of course some of the crazy technical skill that's being put on display. How freaky are you on a scale of 1 to 10 right now? Shadow freaky?
Extra freaky. Alright, KNE and Koji. I like this pairing because like for a long time I feel like KNE was like one of the only players who could like theoretically challenge the God tier player, but now we have like Koji coming in with the relatively new Baiken pick, has been performing like basically at the same level as KNE, I want to say recently.
It could quite well be the correct evaluation here, as well as, you know, just being able to utilize a zombie just like that, being able to challenge some of these longer normals from Jam. Well, longer normals, I say, /, the exclusive long normal.
You know what's long though? That fully charged dragon kick. Don't get to use it this round though. God, that was so much value that KNE had to die with, but you know, that's the game. You have to defend first, and then maybe we'll get to utilize those shiny toys.
Great jump in there from KNE, gets himself a nice knockdown. Has that Gekrin card charged up, and wow, that was a very interesting air throw option.
Wow, frame trapped into a DP? Are you kidding me?
Yep. Oh, 5D. Yep, the interesting jam corner routings. Charging up another full DP card, is able to catch it. Oh, not able to land on the ground fast enough to get the pick up there. Still, pixel health here for Koji, so can start working on this comeback here, but any gap will open up the opportunity for KNE to try and mash out and close the round.
Yeah, great read there on the TK overhead. Guaranteeing the round for KNE, missing the anti-air. Koji is coming down with a tatami mat instead.
Yeah. Oh, nice,
catch.
great far slash. Gets some deck Gekrian card.
This is another matchup where like it's so hard to Oki your opponent. Both of them have a frame 1 parry. So like you're probably not gonna see the like most daring of like, look at this spacing for example. Just into an empty low, probably thinking that Koji might go into a parry.
Oh, yeah, and speaking of the Oki, immediately the instant air dash gets called out with the parry, burst coming up from Koji, trying to eliminate whatever momentum that Kaney would have built up there. Both players just trying to find that final hit, but a big counter hit starter. Does Kaney have the kill? Not quite enough meter, trying to OTG, and there is the reset puffball.
That's such a like, I know a lot of Jam players who love that puffball reset so much. If it hits, it usually guarantees you the round win. Like no matter what the live situation is. You're probably coming off of like a really super hard hitting combo anyway, and then getting another counter hit in the corner. You're probably building up to, you know, bow. You know, that's the recipe.
100% at
spin
the end.
up.
Yep, the counter hit puffball. I guess, you know, Jam players love it as much as the Slayer players love their counter hit power bunker.
Yeah, the hitbox is kind of like those are kind of like sister hitboxes. If you look at them, it's nothing but like advancing red on the
giant
screen.
evil red box.
Yeah, it is nasty. Oh! Like the only problem here for Koji was that was a forced side switch. Low profile move, caught the Mavarikomi, I think, from Kaney.
Oh my god, a whole lot of dashing coming out here from Kaney. Wow, that hit from there?
Ooh, but the parry was queued up. Probably not there. What?
Huh?
Clashing with that 6B that was going to the wrong direction? Okay, okay. I'm pressing a button on that plus frame. I mean, I think Kaney got that IB, so that would make it, what, neutral?
I don't know, I'm still flabbergasted. that danger time, okay.
Now these are the hitboxes that I subscribe for.
Absolutely. Oh, very nice to Tommy. Unfortunately, not able to get the full pickup, but still life lead here for Koji to be able to play with. Going to opt for the burst, try to push towards the corner, but super low profile goes under the far slash air text. Oh.
Again, the non-standard Oki options that can be read and punished by your opponent. Yeah, look at that. I think another reason why you would abort that combo as Koji is that lightweights are kind of hard to loop in the corner. Ooh. All right, we're going to the blitz.
Oh! I want to call out, just run straight after him. So it's like, no, you know what? I need my pressure.
Yeah, and good choice of Gatlings there for Koji. I think I saw Kaney trying to parry there between, but won't be able to parry lows. Ooh, and won't be able to block against that counter hit Suzurani too.
Yeah, unfortunately, the last two normals going the wrong way, not getting the pickup here, but still slight life advantage here for Koji in a decent position, gets the Sakura.
Ah, missed the pickup. I think you can get like an instant air dash into Tatami if you're clean.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, counter puff ball, but it's not a fantastic one, so still Koji with a chance here, but beating a lot of health, and there it is. RC for the pickup, has 50 meter, has that burst, puff ball, puts it back to the corner. Max card Ryujin, we do need to be careful now.
You can't whiff stuff here. Like whiffing a Tatami or whiffing a full screen like
Well, that is Kaney taking it 2-0 over Koji. Fortunate rough situation, but that's going to be the end of his run. Still pretty nice deep run performance. We love to see it. And Kaney now going to go up and face off against Shadow Freak in a bit. But I believe first we're going back to our winner's side, question mark?
That's so strange. That's like a loser's final spot. So it's like Shadow Freak versus Kaney for like that high on the bracket. Shadow Freak has had a really great run today.
Yeah, absolutely. Masterful performance. Now here's an interesting one, right? Pida normally has the Axel pick unlocked to go against the Potemkin players, but I should have just asked him when I was a button check, but he looked busy. Is the fact that Pida will be going to Frosty Fausting, so I'm pretty sure he is just trying to 100% lock in on the Raven matchup spreads, right? Just making sure, like, you know what, like the pot Raven matchup isn't per se terrible for Raven. You just have to play it super on point constantly. So just trying to hone that in for Frosty Faustus, I guess, is what the aim is.
I've also perceived the same. It's like Pida has been gravitating away from the old counter pick. Maybe it's because like the top Potemkin players have just maybe gotten the matchup cracked, or maybe it's because like Pida just doesn't play Axel that often anymore. So it's like the lack of play is just, it's gonna hit you eventually.
I wouldn't even necessarily call it lack of play at that point. It's just literally like what does Axel do into Potemkin? Just Ren send him and put full screen and make sure he never gets close. Okay. Ooh, nice 5P. Oh, dirty fireworks.
Yeah, that would have been good if Pet followed up with the usual hit confirm into hit knuckle.
Oh.
Oh, that was a big hit. Took all of that pink life with that one jab. And now in the corner, one hit potentially to kill. PsychedelicPet has the meter.
It gets the knockdown here. Trishula just to cover, make the Oki secure. It's 4P jab attempt, but still stuck in the corner. Can Pida find the escape? Glide 5K is going to connect here. There is a chance. Has a good grip of Simon to work with here. Oh, scoops him up before the orb becomes active.
PsychedelicPet is gonna have burst back here. They are gonna play it. Good choice. They have so many resources to play with. Use 25 to flip positions.
Oh, the ICBM off the slide head. StaleDevil taking that first game.
One of the most important things in Potemkin matchup, you can't eat slide head. Gosh.
Yep.
Just the knockdown is nasty, but at that low hit point, you also have the like the OTG ICBM, which is gonna be the death of Pida there.
Yep. Gotta be careful for those. Very nice. I mean, also, something else that might be really tricky in this matchup, especially for Pida's playstyle, right? Definitely liking to use the stance in a lot of situations to win out, but, you know, of course, you can get grabbed out of the stance, but the other thing is also Potemkin doesn't do crazy amount of multi-hits, right? Just does big, powerful one-off moves, think like 6HS, 5HS, and so forth. And, you know, you build up your excitement, but the stance move more so cares about how many hits instead of, you know, how hard to hit.
Alright, waiting it out. In case PsychedelicPet wants to make some sort of mistake.
Oh, there's a
got
mistake.
them.
Barely clipping into the orb. Very nice.
Was PsychedelicPet backdashing there? Is that what the scratch caught?
Maybe. Oh, both players air teching. Nice 6P. Unfortunately, no counter hit, so it doesn't quite get that confirmed. Easily getting the punish there. Close slash whiffs. Frame kill for the Pop Buster.
That's like actually one of the nastiest thing about playing Raven is that I'm not sure how, like, I can't hit confirm that counter hit 6P. So it's like even the best of them are gonna sometimes misconfirm from the non-counter hit into the up grab.
Yeah, I mean the best you could do is just come up with like a better, like as strong as a reaction as possible to see like, okay, am I? Oh my God, the bait on the dead angle, very nice.
Ooh, the backlash works out. The classic. One vulnerable frame. You have to have your medium point if you wanna, you know, be safe against that.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, big hit, getting that Nard knockdown.
With the 2P, but too far to make anything out of it. Good use of FD, pushing PsychedelicPet out of that pressure strength instantly. However, from the 6P, small combo. Oh my God, he's reading! He's reading! Chat, he's reading! Everything!
We gotta see the setup in the end come to full fruition. That being said, right, it is 2-0 right now, but this is winners finals, so there is one more game left to be played potentially before PsychedelicPet wins and moves on into grand finals.
Yeah, it's tough with a like a soft hitting or like low quotations low damage character such as Raven. You have to play it so tight for probably like 40-50 seconds.
Yeah. Absolutely. Meanwhile, this Potemkin character just churning butter, being like, oh, this Potemkin buster will hit at some point.
Yeah, it's true that like Potemkin has like when you're guessing on defense, for example, you have way fewer outs, but you can afford to guess wrong so many more times. Ooh, that was a nice clean forward dash through the unblockable slide head.
Yeah. Oh my god, speaking of guessing, it's kind of not paying out in Pet's favor at the moment, so this was a lot of counter hits. I don't know when this stun might kick in, but Pida currently raking up the damage. Just...
The Orbisec quite far away. And yet Psypek getting a couple of... Ooh, there we go! The makeshift escape Tatsu, however, Psypek chose to go into a very aggressive option there, come down with the jump D prematurely, perhaps hoping that Pida was not ready to anti-air that.
Yeah, but unfortunately Pida got it on point. Unfortunately, eats the slide head. Approaches very casually and calmly. 6K gets a couple hits in. Pink life claimed. Counter hit. Splat against the wall. Oh my goodness.
Psypek has set such great... Ooh, okay. Out of the corner. Pida will have to be really careful. This is all resources Potemkin. Jump cancel through the little glass.
Yeah, the Giga attempt was very interesting there because like he traded into the orb, but still it forced Pida to respect it and just decide to give up on the Oki.
Ah, that's so unfortunate for Psypet. Now this is Potemkin 0 meter, so I bet Pida is feeling so much more confident here. Yeah, going in.
Yeah.
And again, yeah, can't even RC out of that. So now Psypet will, I bet, is gonna actually save the burst for... Or never mind, you can't save it! You're gonna die!
CPU connecting one last chance here, has a good grip of meter to be able to play with. The JD attempt just goes for the gold burst as well. You know what, this makes up, it's cursed enough. Oh my god, they're just spending the cash.
This time omitting the jump D is coming in, has to respect the ball, but the 6B! That was zero excitement ball, so only 2 hits. So enough time to, you know, just go for the 6B anti-air.
Oh my god, crazy work here. So Pet now on set point.
Again, he's just so ready. In the follow-up situation, you see the glide coming in.
Yeah, oh, flicked away. Okay, nice RC. Being able to confirm out of the armor hit. Reset on the command grab, trying to build up a bit of that excitement.
Oh, that's gonna be very close to death. And Pet is also gonna build the 50 meter here. That should be it.
That will do it. No chance to burst. And Pet is going to be taking it 3-0 over Pida. Sending him down to the loser's side to try and fight for a chance at that grand final seat. For now, it is Pet moving on to grand finals.
And now, that matchup, Shadow Freak versus K&E. Well, you know, if Shadow Freak wins here, God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Once in a lifetime chance.
True.
To see Shadow Freak versus Pida in the... God.
Yeah, that would be really sick. But you know, if Shadow Freak wins, I'd say you can claim some codes. If K&E wins, I'd also say you should claim some codes. What I'm saying is you should claim codes.
I'm trying to simulate in my head how, like, what are the openings? How does Shadow Freak win this matchup against the, you know, much more of an, I don't want to say necessarily more experienced, but more prestiged player. But then again, based on what I've seen from Shadow Freak tonight, that game against minimalism, I would have never ever predicted that outcome. I'm actually believing a little.
Yeah,
hyping myself up for this.
There's a good chance, but it's going to be a question of how often is he going to accidentally be pressing into the parries and all these other options, and can he actually, in fact, you know, win these air-to-air battles against K&E?
Because it's like K&E likes to play very airborne, probably not a surprise, you know, jam with a lot of like good buttons in the air, good instant air dash, gets pressure started. And Shadow Freak loves to play air as well with those good buttons. If we can catch jam often enough. But I mean, first we have to go back to neutral, and K&E here with pressure.
Oh, Okay, misinput possibly there. Still great beat, but able to get a pickup nonetheless. With parry on the needle, not getting slowed down. Nice air throw. Into the corner, wants the mix, just okay, falls in JP.
That was very interesting. Speaking of those non-traditional Oki options.
Okay, gets the slow down, nice. There it is, the air-to-air win, double scratch. Oh, 5B.
No confirm. Shadow Freak with the advantage, one more hit. I'm starting to believe Shadow Freak deep dash into an anti-air.
Very nice stuff indeed. Still, I wouldn't count out Kenny for the count just yet, right? Some of these situations where you think, Shadow Freak thinks he gets away with the Tech JS will end up falling into a parry by accident, but so far, it's really working nicely.
It's like I'm trying to understand Shadow Freak's angles, where he's coming from, and it's so hard to read. I think that's probably what these other top players are struggling with as well. It's so non-traditional.
Yeah, oh, nice. Gatroya there, able to break through. Not a whole lot of excitement, but still being able to get yourself a bit of breathing room against Jam out of the corner, but you can't just quite glide into the Jam like that.
Ooh, that's a big one. Should be a kill. Yes, indeed. Despite the high guts. Big starter.
Very nice indeed. Now the run out, far slash. Oh my god, the empty glide gets the throw. Sets up for that double scratch. No knockdown here, but still building up that excitement incrementally.
Ooh, choosing to burst that wouldn't necessarily lead into a whole lot of damage, but probably just favoring the momentum. Wants to flip the momentum as soon as possible.
Okay, RC for the extension. Unfortunately, oh, spaghetti.
Interesting.
But there it is. The Kenny classic, parrying the scratch, then dash canceling in to get the punish.
Ooh, the overhead finds its mark. And we do have ball here. Drop though. Is it a rare or not like the usual case of, Raven just being a little tricky to combo that's making Shadow Freak fall out of most of these conversions by KNE? I'm sure.
To say for sure, but that being said, right, I think Kenny's starting to get his footing a little bit in this matchup, getting a bit of Shadow Freak's number, as they say. Oh, nice. Okay, good opener. Himself the proper extension and the burst. He just falls right underneath it. Good, solid lead here. Nice bit of defense coming out from Kenny here, but unfortunately gets opened up one more time, opting for the double scratch. And wow, not sure what's going on with Kenny here.
It's flowing. Okay, finally getting a successful full FD block string. Pushes Shadow Freak out. But it's too little too late. The damage has already been done and Shadow Freak only needs one hit. Alright.
Yeah, okay. Another chance here, maybe to tie up the score. Starting off nice and strong, still has a burst available. And just he's trying to let the needle do a lot more of the neutral for him. JD connects, glides in, nice bit of delay, run up. Ooh, tries to parry the scratch, but doesn't go for it this time. Slight bit of adjustment.
Some of these block strings, I'm starting to see a glimpse of Pida's block string. Oh, but that was a great option, forcing Shadow Freak to press the burst there. Right, despite FD, KNE working themselves into the throwing distance. Stagger pressure, plus frames. Ooh, still presses the button.
Presses on the plus frames?
Wow.
Madman.
Ooh, the overhead has been doing work for KNE.
Yeah, Gekrin is very fast indeed. This should. Oh wait, no, that kills. Never mind. I was about to say that shouldn't kill, but silly me.
It was just a little tiny bit of risk there, which makes all the difference in the world. It's really easy to miss sometimes, but even a little is just so much. Right,
Tries to go for a meaty glide, but unfortunately the parry will call that out very handily. Nice,
right.
Sweet.
Expensive conversion. It's going to be wild till KNE is going to be building meter back, but perhaps if we can keep the prey in the corner again, the overhead is the can opener.
And I don't think Shadow Freak's going to get a chance. Oh, the big reset and the stun and the bow on top of it. Unfortunately, the dream is dead, but nevertheless, Shadow Freak, a very solid performance here. you know, giving us all a bit of hope that he could maybe just pull it off.
Honestly, like, despite the numbers, Shadow Freak, both of those games had one round, and the decisive rounds were relatively even. Maybe save for that, like, last interaction there, which was very KNE favored. But anyway, really good stuff for Shadow Freak. Excellent run. We're gonna move into the next one. This would be Losers Finals, Pida versus KNE.
Yeah, this is normally our grand finals, which is very interesting to consider, but of course, Pet putting a wrench in that scheduling as always. So far, a strong opener for KNE. This one's going to be an interesting one, right? Because, like, you know, back-to-back Ravens, and they play very differently from each other, so how quickly can KNE adjust to that?
I like how I've seen, like, way more players in Europe starting to actually challenge the stance from Pida way better. Like, there we go again. Is the way to challenge is advance, threaten the throw. That's kind of like the only thing that you can do. You cannot strike into it, theoretically.
Fortunately, you cannot. The bow will not kill, but still down to that last pixel house situation, and the J2K will connect. KNE taking that first round.
Right, riding that momentum, and perhaps the warm hands to PP into a small knockdown. That's a lot of pink life, and it's gonna be cashed out!
Yeah, very nice stuff here from KNE. The J2K, unfortunately, no meter to be able to cancel it for the full conversion. Still, aggressive burst coming out from KNE. Wants to keep Peter trapped in this corner. Very critical to the game plan. Walks up slowly and ground throws you. Oh!
The low profile of the whatchamacallit, the move. The move.
Yeah, I forget the exact name as well, but still very nice stuff here from KNE.
That first one. So this is FD3, but with this amount of momentum, I wonder, and then the negative momentum for Pida coming from the loss against PsychedelicPet. I wonder if those two equations together might give enough oomph for KNE to push through this.
Well, I mean, the mark of a really good player is to not let a loss be considered negative momentum.
For sure. But then again, we are all human in the end. Oh, that's a great parry!
Yeah, KNE is really solid at parrying those scratches. Also understanding, like, oh, this is roughly a point that Ravens would want to scratch. Nice RC extension, getting himself that excitement forcefully. Sets up the orb, force the block. Now, I know that KNE has been practicing trying to parry out the entire orb sequence, and I think we've seen it happen once so far. It's very funny.
Yeah, definitely something that, like, those are the kind of things you go, oh, wait, what happened there? The parry into, oh my god.
My goodness.
Oh, that's not a great trade. That's gonna be a massive combo for D.I.r.a then.
Absolutely.
The one, yeah, the one button that you kind of want your opponent to try to trade into.
Oh, and there's a 6P counter hit into the counter hit confirm, of course. Getting the dash in, burst baited, keeping the pressure simple. Walked in the corner now, reglide. Oh, resets on resets, I suppose.
DK orb from the perfect angle. This is good. And we can reset the pressure. We don't even need to. So close to 50. That's a kill. Into another scoop. Yes,
Yeah,
it did.
very nice. A perfect from Pida. So tying the set here on 1 apiece.
You can tell exactly the point when the momentum switched. It was Pida was one touch into full excitement, and after that there was no playing for KNE anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. So now, see how it starts off. A good opener here for Pida, despite not a whole lot of damage. Has him trapped in the corner, but finds the escape. Now it is Pida locked in the corner, but both players bringing it back to mid-screen, and the trade going in Pida's favor.
God, those trades are so juicy. Pick up speed up with the low. Yep, that's a great option against the reversal parry.
Nice, building up that excitement very nicely here. And there it is, the maximum goes for the knockdown and just stances up for the style points.
Interesting. So you usually see Pida playing that like funny situation as you set the orb behind them from that distance and then 6 heavy. If they try to do anything, they get pushed into it. But those 2 times Pida played an empty low instead, or rather a low.
Yeah, I think I keep forgetting exactly if Jam's parry loses to lows or not, because if that's the case, that's, you know, there is a good value in prioritizing lows.
I think that's exactly the rationale here. Ooh, but that's a big counter hit. Still confident, taking the damage.
Oh. RC scoops him up a little late on there, but nevertheless, it's still combos and the damage is being dealt. Glide, push him towards the corner, tries to get a bit of space with the FDs, but to no avail, and Pida now takes the lead in the set.
That was much like a hard read there. So after the pressure sequence, Pida dashing forward definitely did not react to that jump, I think, but was probably confident that KNE was gonna jump out of there. I mean, Jam players would. From like the first point that you have, you know, access to air movement, Pida just intercepted with that immediate jump P.
Yeah, very nice indeed. Oh, trying to get that heavy slash, but unfortunately facing the wrong way here, and KNE just pressing the buttons a little faster. Now sets up another get green card. Interesting option there. Goes for far slash, just jumps away.
Oh, big free jump! Oh no, no confirm, but I guess you need a little bit of excitement there to get the full combo.
Yeah, maybe. We didn't quite reach the next level just yet. Nevertheless here, KNE with a solid life lead, finds himself a big counter hit on the parry. So it's up for the K follow-up, and just like that, 6HS will seal the deal. So 1 round away from tying up the score. Can they make it happen?
The instant air dash misses, perfect spacing for Pida. Nice attack on the landing though. An immediate burst. KNE really likes these bursts that keep the opponent in the corner. YRC to poke through the pressure. Now they get the dunk as well. That's gonna be full excitement. And now Pida just needs the 50.
Okay, overhead connects, put down to the corner. Just tries to go for the dead angle here, gets himself any space here to try and find gameplay, but unfortunately backdash into some very long normals will put Pida on set point.
Yo, what? Was that 6 heavy that caught Pida in the air? Oh, nice hit confirm. The forward dash cancel from the mortal counter. And another one. Yeah, we've lacked those combos. So many people don't actually have their optimal cancels in the funny little mode that is Danger Time.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those things of like, what are you prioritizing in your journey of Xrd? And understandably, daily dime conversions isn't going to be one of those unless you're Pida, where it's like, okay, how do I squeeze every last drop out of my character?
Maybe the last RPS situation. Is it high? Is it low? The pressure reset. 5B into a low. Tried to hold on to the FD, and I think KNE was like, alright, it is gonna push back far enough, but no, the long sweeping 2K of Raven still reaches and prevents KNE from jumping out of that string.
Absolutely. And with that, we have our grand finalist. It's going to be PsychedelicPet on the winner's side versus Pida on the loser side, meaning he will have to go through a reset bracket in order to try and win this week's Guilty Gear Xrd bracket. That being said, as we are going into our final match, we still have plenty of codes left to be claimed, so do support your players. It is a top 2 payout, so if either of these players you think is pretty swell, you know, help them out, support them, get them that bag, claim some of those last codes.
Kebab, please?
Kebab angle?
Alright, but this is such a long journey for a Pida there. Having to reset against, you know, a Potemkin, against the top, not just any Potemkin, but the top Potemkin.
Yeah, absolutely.
So much concentration is required to pull this off.
So far, it's starting off pretty nicely here. You know, a lot of tension pulls in favor of PsychedelicPet, right? Those IBs definitely going to come to fruition eventually, but there it is, the pop bust, and already we see the health difference being equalized. Slight advantage going towards Pet, big counter hit. Unfortunately, doesn't get the full conversion, not near the corner enough, but nevertheless, the damage has been dealt.
Interesting, Pida took the stance there, and there was no response for PsychedelicPet. Ooh, was that burst offensive? Jumps out of Potemkin Buster, and now straight into the throw. All right, we're taking some risks, but perhaps that is what has to happen. The multi-hit that breaks the armor costs a little bit of meter, but now we're trying.
my god, the reset air throw. Still putting towards the corner, has a bit of meter, just goes for the jump block. I think maybe tried to go for another air throw, but nevertheless, JD checking his approach. Finds the knockdown, sets up the orb, the low connects, and it's enough to kill Pida, taking the first round.
That was, I want to say, deserved, fighting through that, you know, 50% meter pressure situation in the corner against PsychedelicPet, getting out of there, and then putting PsychedelicPet in the meter deficit situation and finishing. Very nice.
Absolutely. We go. Pet kind of bleeding a lot of health here so far, as Pida is finding themselves a lot of openings. Get towards the corner now, just pushing him away, but there's the counter hit, Hammerfall.
Would we burst here? Still with the meter advantage, but...
The question is, do you even burst this round? Like, well...
I mean, Pet has to, but...
Doesn't need, yeah, Pet has to, but gets it baited immediately. But even then, right, you have the round advantage. Maybe you just don't and take it into the next round. Either way, Pida closing out that first game. 1 of 6.
It's gonna be a long journey, but so far looking good. Managing to get multi-hit there, or I think Pet actually broke out of the Hammerfall eventually. It's kind of the RPS. Is he gonna commit to it and crush your, you know, attempts to press buttons? Or is he gonna break it? In which case, you kind of have to press a button so that you don't get resetted.
Yeah, speaking of resets at 2P into the Pop Buster, 6K will connect, pushing Pida towards the corner. Flick, great use of the stands, goes through the Hammerfall and is able to find an opening. Wow.
That was so ambitious going into another Hammerfall there. It does take a little bit of time to, you know, get started. And that was in like an RC war kind of situation where the time is just moving very, very slowly, or the frames are rather. What was it? Wait, was that from a back?
I think he dashed in, but nevertheless calls out an air option very confidently there from Pet. Still not able to make something major stick just yet. Trapped in the corner against Pida. Pida with a full grip of butter here to play with.
Get back into the orb. That's a lot of meter being spent by Pida. If Pet breaks out of this corner, he does.
Ooh. I think Pida was either believing in that Pet would press something or was hoping that maybe the risk gauge would still give him that last counter hit necessary for that conversion.
It's the gold burst. All right, this will get the... Oh my god, from so far away! Oh, is that going to be a punish? No! Able to recover out of it. Oh. And the flick! Whoa! What? It's still flicked! And the hitbox, I think, was what? The flick... The thing!
The thing, it dinged, yes!
My goodness.
Ooh.
Great reads by Pida. That's not only gonna put Pida in 50 tension, but also super high excitement.
Yeah, nice. Pulling some more knockdowns, sets up the orb. Pet forced the block, and just like that, Pida immediately runs in. Gets around with a perfect here, so 1 away from solidifying his lead in the set.
Tough situation when you set the orb like that. You can't jump out because you will get caught by the orb likely, but you still gotta break the throw if Pida goes for it.
I mean, the question is, would you, like, aren't you better off just jumping into the orb and blocking, right? So you just hang in the air and chicken block out. Oh my goodness, 6HS counter keeps it simple, but there's a stun. Pop Buster, you have the kill route here. Opting to burst.
Yeah, Pida believed in the kill. Oh, goes for a reset. 6P pushing PsychedelicPet into the orb. Here's the burst. But now, the massive burst, the meter advantage. Dropping the combo, perhaps. Happy little accidents, but for whom?
Hammerfall will connect indeed. Also, welcome to all from the Wild Tide. Welcome, welcome. We are in our grand finals of Gear Xrd. We got Potemkin versus Raven here, and of course, you know, shout outs to Marissa immediately doing the, the solid duty of claiming a Match Arena code. So please claim a code. We got plenty still left to go. Top 2 payout going on right here.
Great reaction there. Instant glide when Pida sees the just IP air throw dodge. Pida is on fire this round. Nice baits the anti-air option there. The use of needle.
Ooh, nice. Needle still stuck in the corner. Finds the reset throw. Scratch. Double scratch. Knockdown. Sets up another orb. And there you are, just blocking it. Opting for the dead angle here. Nice.
That's
Gets the back
actually
dash.
very expensive escape from PsychedelicPet. Usually you don't see dead angle from Potemkin because you can afford to tank it with your life, and the meter is just so much more important for the offense that follows.
Yeah. Ooh, JD not quite connecting the hammerfall, but we're running dangerously low on health here. Soon we cannot tank these hits. Ultimately, the scratch will win against the Mega Fist. And Pida, round lead so far.
Nice little tap there. We take that excitement, combine it with the scratch as well. But the big question is here, how is Pida gonna maintain that excitement? Of course, can refresh it with the use of scratch or going into the stance.
True, okay, slide head knockdown, still able to find the stance in, and wow, a very late active frame of 5HS connecting there.
Love that button.
Yeah, funky business indeed.
Again, opting to go for the dead angle. Oh, the classic! Miss 2K into a pot buster. Using a multi-hit by using the meter. But now again, Pida is kinda dry, and we need to get like maybe 2 more hits.
I mean,
to
we
kill
keep
Psypet.
oh no, this should do it here. Burst is available, but this is all unburstable damage. Yeah, okay, Pet the patience, but unfortunately, I assume a misinput there. Gets clipped by the orb, and that is Pida taking the lead in the set once again.
Yeah, with that life, probably have to wake up with something. Probably maybe like a Gigantor is a true reversal in Xrd, right?
I am not sure, but maybe it was a flick attempt. Either way, good opener here for Pet. Good IBs, getting a solid opening. Fortunately, just blocking into the orb means that he can't get the command grab.
Kind of what you have to do. Nice counter hit confirm. Oh, and the read there on the reversal parry. Or rather stance. Dead.
Double fist.
Alright,
Gigantor
nice.
is 1-9 in Vuln in Xrd. There you go. Chat has brought them lore.
Ooh, nice whip punish on the 6 heavy. Ooh, switching sides. Pet is gonna be so happy by this turn of events for sure.
Yeah, but can he capitalize on it? Pida is very happy to press buttons, and now bring it back down to mid-screen. Finds the ground throw, gets himself a nice little conversion, pushes him all the way into the other side of the screen corner. And the fall, trying to find the hit, but there it is. Eats it up with the stance, but falls straight into the Trishula.
Oh, the read! We had the capital to use, but now the big hit confirm into the stagger, into the command grab. Could still be anybody's round, both play with the 50. Psypet has the burst too.
Yeah, but let's be careful here. The OS all burst safe. Yeah, you hate to see it, but nevertheless still has that round lead. So it's able to hold on to that burst going into the reset point here for Pida.
Wow, the 6 heavy round start. I think the starting hurt box just doesn't extend, so Raven's fight. Oh, are we dead?
Oh,
quite.
might have been if that connected there, but just the very last active frame, I assume, of that air command grab. Wow. Okay. Glide under blitz.
Again, PsychedelicPet is so ready for those 6Ps from pretty much every situation. Even if you whiff something, it's kind of like, all right, focus on the next situation. What frame are we seeing? Oh, we see glide? All right, 6P.
Yeah, very nice indeed. That being said, both players are one game away from their respective milestones, right? Pet on that course to win the tournament, and Pida vying for a reset opportunity. So far trapped in the corner, is able to build himself some nice bit of resources with those IBs and stances.
A very early use of meter here. Trying to force PsychedelicPet stay in the corner. Got all resources thrown into this, in order to maintain this aggressive position.
Yeah, it was Pida that came out on top after the backdash on the glide. Getting that ground throw. Now RC, keep the pressure going. Drives Pet all the way into the other side, into the corner. 6P attempt going to no avail. My goodness.
The Trishula went through the full duration of the orb. I mean, granted, it was like only 3 hits, maybe?
I mean, it also clashes with the orb. So it removes a hit. Okay, Ooh tries to go for a re-jump here, just opts to back up, but the Hammerfall connects, no meter for the extension. Trishula YRC just to cover and try and blind the option, but Far Slash will connect. And Pet is now on tournament point.
The very non-standard but far-reaching anti-air that is that Far Slash. Catches Pida, and now what?
Oh.
And again?
Yeah, flying straight into that 5P, you hate to see it. Driven slowly but surely into the corner. Ooh,
another classic YRC, or like rather Hammerfall YRC into a strike throw.
Yeah, J2K connecting, but the counter hit slowly building up the damage, getting really close to that kill range. And also, you have to be careful. You do have burst, but at some point, he just does Pop Buster. It might kill you, but Raven, the major guts, tries to bait the burst out, but Pida knows.
And this is a start. It's gonna pump up the excitement quite a bit.
That is a option of time. Plays the bait on the burst on top of it. Pet is just too aware and is able to close out this week's Xrd bracket 3-2.
With those reads, yeah, that's worth the whole bracket. God damn. You know, glimpses of some of those earlier rounds that we have in the first set when, you know, Pida and PsychedelicPet met on the winner's side of things. God damn, he's just so good.
Absolutely. So congratulations to Pet and GG's to all the other players. You are your top 8 finishers. And of course, Shadow Freak with a very nice 4th place finish. Solid work there, coming over some very strong players. And of course, Akiuta continuously improving on the Dizzy. Everyone is just putting in the fantastic work just to keep the Xrd game alive. It is beautiful indeed. Elo rebalance. Yeah, the Elo pipe bombs are out in full swing today.
Yeah, and minimalism as well. This was a really interesting week with a lot of new names and new, you know, outcomes. Referencing Shadow Freak here. Really cool bracket.
First bracket 2025, and we unleash the pipe bombs. We love to see it. 2025 is the year, everybody. Let's go.
Let's start the year off with a bang. So you know that's a good way. That's a good way. You know, a nice little pipe bomb. So yeah, again, you know, this was a really fun bracket. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, even though I was, you know, in the shadows today. But again, thank you two very much for hopping on commentary, coming in clutch when I'm going through it.
Back from holiday, baby.
Always.
It's full swing.
Yeah, but you know, this week there's not gonna be a ladder. I'm already saying that right now, like guaranteeing. I don't have time, and there's gonna be something else happening. So there's not gonna be a ladder this week. Next week though, you know, classic. I'm gonna do bracket and then ladder probably next week. Probably next week. Ladder. I would assume. So you know, yeah, that's gonna be the schedule for this and next week. And you know, again, you know, thank you very much everyone for watching, claiming those codes, which I see Joko in the chat right now, opening it up. Thank you very much. You know, claim a code while you are here before we end it off. Because I'm currently looking for, you know, who to send you guys off to. I'm gonna send you guys over to Zando. You know, we got Uni and Strive Raid, so we're gonna send it off back to Strive. You know, gotta pay off. So I'm gonna send you guys over to Zando, and yeah, again, you two, you know, if you have something to shill, you know, now's this time before I send you away.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to watch the not as cool Guilty Gear, I mean, Xrd is the best Guilty Gear out of the 3, as all of you know. But if you want to watch the new stuff, you can tune into twitch.tv/QKGG next Sunday, 5 p.m. CET. For those FD7 matches. I probably won't be commentating because I'll have my throat slashed open next Thursday, so I probably won't be able to speak for a while. So.
Yeah, good luck with that. Well, I guess on my side of businesses, you know the handle, you know the ZF thing, but more importantly, in April, end of April, there'll be an official date soon, TM, but 2-day ZF event coming up. So for all of you interested in finally making the trip over to the Netherlands, this is the one to look out for. 6 games, Xrd will be included. Don't worry, and hopefully some of you can make it over. It's a bit short notice, I know, but we try to make it work. And of course, as Joko said, go to Outplayed. I'll be there. A lot of the ZF gang will be there. It's going to be a banger for sure.
Yeah. So again, you know me enough. You see me here every week, so I'm not gonna shill anything. I said my stuff. You can follow my Twitter, which is not here, but it's just Reg underscore. And yeah, again, I'll see you all, and we're off.